Hey guys, so after have getting some request in detail about my home theater setup, I decided to do a video about it. I am going to warn you about this. This is not really a home theater setup to be said. It's just a makeshift home theater so that I could watch movies or videos on the big screen. It's a very small budget home theater setup, or you can call it a jugaad home theater setup. I don't think there is a perfect word than jugaad for this home theater. So let's see. So before I give you a tour about my home theater setup, the first thing you need is space. So at my home there is actually space for there was a room which I used to dump books, and also my computer was here, so I decided to convert it into home theater. So also the first thing you need to build a home theater is obviously the projector. So I was waiting for a good projector that is an on budget, obviously, because this is a budget home theater. So my first priority was a decent, at least 720p projector. So I was almost locked in at Zadco 720p projector, which had good reviews. But when I was almost going to buy this, Zadco actually released another projector which is actually had full HD native projection. It is called Zadco UA, and it is also the reason there is a home theater at my home, and it is also the reason why I was not doing the video about this entire setup, because the projector is almost always out of stock. I got this projector, I don't know, it was less than 8,000 or around 8,000. I got this projector with card offer and everything, so it was perfect for mine. For this home theater, I have recycled a lot of products in my home itself, which I was not using particularly. So that way, my the things I have to buy in this home theater was very less. So let's talk about the projector, and I will show you the projector. This is the projector I was talking about. This is the Satco 1080 projector. It is a pretty small projector, as you can see. It has HDMI port, actually a sound port, the headphone jack, and also USB port. I was not planning to use this projector with USB or anything, because I have planned for, because as I said, this was low price because it does not have any smart OS. So I was planning to use my Android box for that. I don't really didn't want to use the USB, other ports, etc. I only needed the HDMI port, so that was the plan always. So this was, it does not have any autofocus or anything. You have to actually, there is dial for the focusing and the lens adjustment and everything, and there is few switches to adjust the screen, power on off, in and out, and inputs. And this is actually the remote of this. You can control everything on this from this remote itself. It's a small remote. I got the battery inside, so I mean in the inside the box itself there was a battery, so that was I am talking about. So I'm sorry for the not really tidy room, so I'm sorry for that, but this is the flagship thing in my home theater. So next thing I want was a big screen. This is a 100 feet screen. I am hoping I'm saying this, the measurement is correct. So you really don't need a screen. You can actually, does not need to buy the screen, because if you have this white screen like this, you can actually project. Because first time when I got the projector, I actually was using this. Before I get the screen, I was using this white wall to project. It was really good if there is no light, of course. I can guarantee you this is a low budget projector. You have to make sure that there is not light while you are playing the videos. So this screen is 100 feet, and as I told you, this was Jugaad. I don't plan to get a electrician or plumber or anyone like that and get screwed in the screen. So what I did was I buy this tripod. I don't know what I call this. This is a tripod. It's a photographic equipment. This was used, right like this. I have hooked this here, but This is actually used by photographers in the Amazon. I have seen this product description. They use the green or the white screen to get the portraits or anything like that. So I use that to perfectly fit the screen. I actually had another plan because that plan failed, as you can see. I used the transparent that transparent screen, the thing to hang on, but it didn't carry the weight which I thought it would be happen. That's why I bought this as a jugaad for this. So that was done. Then another product, main product of my setup was this, to get the right sound. I have a 2.1 channel soundbar. This is from Mark Q. It's I had bought it for few years back when there was Flipkart Big Billion offer. I got it for around 4,500. It was around the time when the Me soundbar was launched. It is an amazing soundbar. I can guarantee. Yes, it's 2.1. There is no surround. So if there is no surround, you really need a good bassy sound for feeling like you are sitting in a home theater. So this really helps in that. If you have seen some of my videos in Twitter or Instagram about watching movies or sports, you can see the sound is really great. And for content, I use the Me Box. This is an amazing product if you ask me. It is better than having the streaming sticks and everything because it actually has a USB port. The USB port part is important because no other streaming product has a USB port. Through the USB port, you can put in 4K videos or 4K movies and everything inside as an input for this projector. People will ask, it's full HD native projector, why you need 4K files? If you see 4K and 1080p file in this projector, you can understand that the 4K has better quality than full HD because I think the data rates inside 4K is higher, so there's less pixelation. You can actually see the difference even though it is a full HD native projector. I don't know if I am making sense to you, but that's how I feel, that's my eye perceive. So that is the thing. You can watch YouTube, Amazon Prime, Netflix and everything using the Mi Box, that's right. But mainly for YouTube you can get 4K and even HDR files play, but using the USB somehow I am not able to play 4K HDR files, so that's a disappointment. That is something I didn't plan for. If I ever update, I will get a projector that has HDR support. I don't think this projector obviously is a low budget projector, so there is no HDR here. So I'm not saying that's bad thing, but I wish it had HDR support. In YouTube, if it is a 60 FPS file, you can only play up to 2K using the Mi Box, at least using this projector also. So also to round up all this product, I have this turbo HDMI audio extractor because this has only if you want the full potential of the soundbar, you are using a 2.1 or even a 5.1, you need to get something like this audio extractor. What this audio extractor do is that you can use the input, the projector's output, the input from Mi Box, everything, and the HDMI ports can be connected through Turbo, and you can use this Amazon Basics audio cable if your soundbar has to support that this audio cable, and I connect this audio cable via that. So when I am watching movies and everything, it perfectly works. So this is 2.1 setup. I think this can support 5.1. There is actually a switch, I don't know, you can see there is 2 channel and 5 channel. I am using the 2 channel. So that is the products I have been using in this home theater. So another thing is that I was only planning to watch movies at night, then the plan changed. Sometime in the weekends I like to watch the movies at noon and everything. So the problem was that there was too much light. So what I did was that I used the thing I told you, this thing, this hook thing, you can see the hook thing, right? I bought these things to hang this hang the screen, right? I failed on it, but I used the remaining parts to, use. Yeah, I told you this was a makeshift thing, so I already had my windows covered with this, but I actually used the extra one so that there is less light in this room. So that's how my projector works and everything. As you can see, my projector is really back. If you ask me, it really a difficult decision, because this projector actually, from this distance, it can actually project more than 120 maybe. I was not sure whether 130 120 screen will fit in this room. I was wrong, actually it can easily fit 120 screen. So I was wrong about that, and it can project at least 120 or plus from here. So I actually if you, I have to put it like this using my tripod and something setup. I could do that, but there is two kids here that is running around here, so I cannot take the risk. They can, push the projector from here. So because to avoid that, I am putting this projector at the back as possible, and I am using my old books and everything, boxes and everything, to lift it up, cut to have almost at the middle position. I have zoomed out the picture so that it can clearly fit the if I believe, if you are putting this projector in the right place, you can get much better sharpness than me. But right now, this is the right thing to do for me. So that is that. So I will put some samples about this projectors and everything, so that you could also see how I see. I actually watch uh, the sports and movies, and also YouTube videos using this projector. Uh, One of the issues with this projector is that my room is pretty. The dust actually easily come in this room, so that is a problem. So this projector, even though it has a dust filter, dust actually can get into the projector. I am not really into cleaning into the projector, because I am a little bit afraid to open it up and I might destroy the projector, because I'm afraid of that, because I'm not really a nice soft hand guy to do that, so I'm not doing that. There is some kind of dust already inside the projector. That's a uh, downfall, or you can say it's a downside of this projector. If you are putting in a room like this, little bit dusty, it will affect. So the upgrade I am planning to have in this particular room is, I want to buy a sofa. I mean, like, not sofa, it's sofa come, but from Flipkart, so that I could, you know watch the movie sitting, or even lying down and everything. That is first upgrade. Second upgrade I want to do is that I want to put a AC. Right now there is no AC, because it's kind of rainy season. It is not affecting when you're watching the movie. Obviously I'm using the fan, but AC is much better than having a fan here. Also, I want to update, the soundbar is very very old, so I would like to update it into 5.1 someday, because I really want a surround sound, like in it can give you a little bit more involvement while watching the movie. So that is also in the plan, but not right now, because I have to spend more money on this. So this is my budget home theater. I hope some company like Sadco can actually bring. Right now I cannot watch 3D, right? So this does not support 3D. Obviously, if you want 3D projector, you have to pay pretty high. So I hope a company like Sadco can actually bring a low budget, at least a 720p 3D supporting projector, DLP projector at under 15K or something like that. I don't know even it's possible, but if they can, I will be buying that product, of course. So that's about my home theater. I will be putting the uh, samples in the video, end of the video. So thank you for watching the video. I will see you on the next one. Bye bye. Positive shot to begin. Off the mark, Yashasvi Jaiswal continuing his good form from the last test match.